Hi.
Round 2. We didn't have the microphone set up before. Now we do.
We're in good shape.
We're in good shape. It's October.
Yay!
We already said all this. Anyway.
I've missed you. Oh my gosh. It's been a crazy fall so far, and it's just beginning.
You don't stop, Mom.
I know.
You're too busy for me now.
No, I'm not. Well, I've been busy, yes. But, I'm never too busy for you. It's just that I have to work everybody in, Between part-time job, quilting, babysitting the grandkids, camping, which is soon coming to an end. We got one more. We got one more week of camping, and then we'll be done for the season. So, but even still, it's been crazy. How about you?
So I'll see you more.
Yes, hopefully.
Because it's, I miss you.
I miss you too. Ron was asking me, he goes, "Are you excited about going down Steffi's today?" And I go, "Yes." I go, "We haven't seen each other for a few weeks." I said, and I miss talking to her, and I miss, the quilting things and the sharing of ideas, and
You know what I love is that I have more than you today for once.
Yes, she does.
I do.
Well, we kind of had to skip the last one because I didn't have anything at all. And
which is understandable, and that happens. You can't quilt every day.
No.
I hear your stomach already. We just got started.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
And it's not lunchtime yet either.
Did you have breakfast?
Yeah, I did, but it was at like 5:15, so.
Oh my word.
Yeah. So.
Well, we've been it's pumpkin time, and if you're new to our show, we have a pumpkin farm in Central Ohio. Nobody comes here. We just grow 2 acres of pumpkins, and we have them around town, and we sell them off of wagons. Sometimes people come, and we've got pallets sitting outside, and they come and pick pumpkins out of the pallets. And it's just, Monday, we're driving around delivering. We donate to schools and churches and stuff like that, and we were delivering pumpkins and for our donations. And then we've got all the scouts, the Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts are coming over at the end of the month to pick pumpkins.
Oh, so fun!
October's
I'm sorry.
Oh my god! I hope that microphone picked that one up.
I know it's bad.
So they're coming over, and at the end of the month, and October is just fun. It's fun for us.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're coming down to the Broorman Harvest Host this weekend, camping, and we're bringing 2 of our grandkids down. And the boys are so excited, and we told them that they were going to have to work in the fields doing pumpkins this weekend. And they're like, "Really?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Really? Well, are we going to be able to play?" And I said, "Maybe if Aunt Steffi lets you." I go, "But we're going to be working in the pumpkin fields." And they're like, "Okay."
I don't want to let them down. So,
but they're really excited to come down.
I'm excited to have them, and my kids are really looking forward to spending the weekend with their cousins. So it should be fun. And it's going to be a nice weather weekend too.
Yeah.
So
what's fun is, though, it's kind of like the city kids coming out to the country kids, and then watching them together. It's great.
Yeah, city mouse and pumpkin mouse.
Yeah,
or not pumpkin mouse, country mouse.
Country mouse. Yeah.
I've been up since 5 too.
Have you?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh gosh.
So yeah, we're looking forward to it. We're going to be smoking on the smoker. Mike's picked out a couple of things to cook, and we're going to have a campfire, and I think we're going to go to the apple orchard.
Nice.
Take you guys to apple orchard on Saturday, and we'll see if we can find the combine and have the boys take combine rides, because we're harvesting corn and beans right now. So yeah, it is full motion on the farm right now. It's the season.
Well, when I was coming here today, I noticed a lot of the corn and the beans are the fields are down, and I could see the tractors and everything out in the fields. I'm like, oh yeah, it's that time of year again.
It is, and it's been really good weather. I mean, it's dry enough to do it. So they're out and getting it done.
Yeah, I'm amazed at the weather we've had. I mean, we've
beautiful.
Had like a couple weeks with no rain at all. So it's really been a beautiful fall so far. So knock on wood. It will probably rain the rest of the month.
Yeah. Let's hope not.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just that time. And we started our podcast a year ago during this time.
I was looking at the very first one. Oh really? My gosh, that was so funny.
I haven't done that.
I did. I went back and looked at the very first one when we first started it, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's been a whole year.
Huh. What a year.
Yeah.
2020 has been rough.
Yeah, it's been crazy for everybody.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, well. New challenges.
Yeah. So I made an empty promise in our last video that I was going to do a jelly roll challenge, and I tried several ways of making the video, and it just didn't come out the way I wanted to. But the challenge was, I had a jelly roll. A jelly roll is 2.5 inch strips, and it's every fabric in the designer's line. So it's usually between 40 and 42 strips. How many log cabin blocks can I get out of a jelly roll? Ta-da!
I love this.
I love this.
It's astounding.
I love it. And it's so fallish. Like, I can use this, all the way till Thanksgiving. And it's orange, red, and then a really dark brown. And then all the creams. And my goal was to see how many I could make. And the answer really is 25. You can make 25 10-inch blocks from a jelly roll.
Okay.
Now, having said that, I pulled out some strips that I didn't want in the log cabin. Like, I didn't want this one because of the stripes.
Right.
I guess it is like all of the stripe ones I didn't want because it would throw off the log cabin. However, I set it aside thinking, I could make a scrappy binding and, use all of it.
Oh, right? Yeah, that would be cool.
So I set those aside. And what happened was, when you've got 25 log cabin blocks, 10 inches, your quilt's 50 by 50. And that's a good wall hanging. It's a good wall hanging size. And I wanted it bigger. So I opened up another jelly roll, and I picked this pattern, and I was playing with it on the design wall, and because you can make lots of variations with this.
Oh, yeah.
And I decided that I loved this style, but the blocks didn't come out right for this pattern. And so what I did was I just added on another row to each side, and now I'm at 60 by 60.
Okay.
And I've got lots of, and then actually they're all cut out. So I've got they're all cut out.
Yeah.
And I could add a top and another top row and another bottom row, and then it would be 60 by 80.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, that's too long and skinny, I think.
Yeah.
So what I think I'm going to do is just leave it as it is, 60 by 60. And I think I might make these blocks and then just do a piece backing.
That'd be pretty.
So maybe have just a row of log cabin blocks going across. I don't know, maybe one down. I don't know. Probably just one across and do a piece backing.
That'd be pretty. Carry that pattern design onto the back of it.
Yeah. And it fits how it is now, fits perfectly on my quilt rack in my living room.
Okay.
So I think that's what I'm going to do, is just have it displayed in there.
I love it. I mean, it is beautiful. It came out so neat. But 25, and what size are they? They're
10. Yeah, they're 10 by 10.
10 by 10?
Finished,
okay.
They'll be 10 by 10.
Nice. Yeah. That just is, well, I was way off because I said 80.
I know. I was just hoping for 12. I had 2, and I don't know. It was a guess, but it was 25. I ran out of cream, so if you use the other pieces and you could probably squeeze out 26 or 27. But I feel like you might have strips you don't want to, right. And any jelly roll, you might not have strips that you want to use.
Right.
So I think 25 comfortably is perfect.
We'll do it.
Is the answer.
Yeah.
But even if you had 2 jelly rolls, you'd have 50 blocks, and you can make a really good size quilt.
Yeah, that's a good size quilt.
And lots of variations. So
I just love that. That is so pretty.
And the key about this one was that it was just 4 colors. It was the cream, the orange, the red, and then dark brown. Like this one, there's navy, red, green, yellow, and white. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 colors, but they're very similar.
Yeah.
I don't think this would be good for this design,
right.
how it's laid out.
Right.
Because there's lots of light colors in here. I don't know. Maybe it could be. I only have one of these, but I have another plan for it. This is Sweetwater Reunion. I only got one of these. I have another plan for that.
Nice. Well, I love this. I think this is so pretty, and this is so you, because you love the oranges and the reds and the fall colors. And when I walked in and I saw this, I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so pretty. I love it.
Yes. Betsy Chichian, I don't know how to say her name. I wish I did know how. Betsy Chichian for Moda made this, and it's called Bramblewood. I think it's Bramblewood. But I've had this for a couple years. These jelly rolls, I didn't know what to do with them. I'm going to tag her. See if she'll reach out to me. Just say hi.
I think that's a great idea. But that is just stunning. Yeah. I really, really like
her fabrics are like this. Like what she designs are very like a warm, darker, like Civil War. I think she does Civil War replica, like that kind of.
Yeah, it reminds me colors. Of the what is it? The Kansas City
Troubles.
Yeah, it reminds me of that.
Kansas Troubles quilters,
something like that. I don't know either. But yeah, it reminds me of those tones and colors.
Yeah.
So.
Did you see that, Nat?
I did. Yeah. You're watching it on the camera. I'm trying to ignore it. Oh goodness, fruit flies everywhere.
I would love to get 2 more jelly rolls and make another, and with a different variation. I just had fun making it.
Yeah,
it was fun. Yeah.
Well, speaking of fun, would you like to know what I've been up to?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. We've talked about this on previous shows, and the Hocus Pocus pattern right here.
I love that pattern.
And the All Hallows Eve material.
Yep.
Well, last year we were down at the Material Girl for in Mineral City, Ohio, for our annual girl retreat, which I'm really looking forward to this year. And then the owner, Wendy, she had made up some kits, but she had no All Hallows Eve material. So she made some up using some other grays and oranges and blacks. So I had bought one of her kits, and it should make 2 quilt tops. So I told Steffi, I said, I'll work on that, and I'll get it done for our next show. Little did I know, because I hadn't really looked at the pattern, each one of the pumpkins is 24 pieces, and there's 20 pumpkins. So I started working on it, and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm not going to have this done for the next show. So what I ended up doing was just making some pumpkins. So this is the first one.
Love it.
This is the smaller one.
It's so cute.
Well, there's a mistake in it. Because I did not read the instructions all the way through. Okay. Because I was hurrying and trying to get it done quickly for the show.
Those are so cute.
Aren't they cute?
Yes.
I didn't read all the way through the instructions. So I'm going to hold these up just so you can see them. These are the small ones. And then I will show you the medium ones, which are done correctly. And you see if you can tell the difference.
Those are so cute. I love
them. Aren't they cute? And I mean, it's not All Hallows Eve, but I mean, using that concept with the grays and the oranges. Oh my gosh, I thought they were so cute. So here's the medium-sized ones, which are bigger.
I didn't notice at first.
You didn't? Okay.
But now, I mean,
now that I've told you what it is, and I will show you at the end what the difference is. But there are...
Oh, I love that one.
Isn't that cute? Mm-hmm. And I had so much fun mixing and matching the different grays and oranges and greens. And I mean, she had picked out a lot of really cool materials.
Yeah.
And when I bought the kit from her, she goes, you should have enough to do 2 of these. I said, okay. So I'm still working on the first one. And I'm like,
I love them.
Okay, maybe I will make a second one. Or maybe I won't. I don't know. But I'm loving this.
I love it.
So I'm going to hold up a small one and a medium-sized one so you can see them. And then you can look at the difference and see how your eye is. If you can spot the differences.
Can we hold one?
Yeah, you hold one. I see it right away. I don't know if you all see it. But I got the small ones all together and realized, the stem is straight. The stem is not like this. I'm like, you know what? I like it.
Love it. Love it.
So it's my quilting decision to keep the small ones with the straight stems.
Yeah. I think that's a good decision. Well, let me see this.
Yeah, in the pattern.
I mean, look at that one.
Yeah.
That one's straight.
Well, what they did was on the straight ones, they took off an angle.
Yeah.
So they angled it only on the stem, so it wasn't like a complete straight block. Mm-hmm. And they did that on like a couple of different ones. So it's not quite like the pattern, but you know what? It's quilter's choice and quilter's design, quilter's mistake, whatever you want to call it. I'm all about it.
I love, and Wendy from Material Girl said about this, because that's All Hallows Eve.
Right.
That's what fabric she used. And so I think it was her. I think it was Wendy who said, you can't find remember we were going to quilt shops and I was looking for All Hallows Eve to get this, to make this.
Right.
And they were all sold out, and she said it was because of the pattern basket pattern of Hocus Pocus that everybody sold out. And then they reprinted it and sold it again in May, I think it was.
And you had to order it ahead of time.
Well, I ordered it from Pomegranate Place.
Right.
And I just got the orange and whites, which I had in the last show. Because I did something different. But yeah, I love that.
I was just so excited to have it. Mm-hmm. And I mean, we literally went to a ton of different quilt shops looking for All Hallows Eve last year, and we couldn't find it anywhere. Mm-hmm. So when we went down for our retreat, Wendy had some kits all made up, and she goes, "You can get 2 quilt tops out of this." And and you probably can't tell from looking at this, but she used a white grunge for the background.
Oh, yeah, I love grunge.
And the grunge really kind of makes it pop when you see it. Mm-hmm. So I'm really excited about that. But I mean, I love it. I'm so excited about it, and hopefully, fingers crossed, when we do our next show, it'll all be together and we'll have it as a backdrop so you can all see how it came out.
Yeah.
But it's been fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I really, really enjoy doing it, but because I've been trying to get so many things done, I was irritated with myself because I made a mistake, but I'm like, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Nah, it's not that bad.
No.
I'm okay with it.
All right. Well, I've been busy as well.
Yes.
the past. So after I got this one, the top done, my girls will come into my sewing room and just pull fabric off and say, will you make me a mask out of this? Will you make me a mask out of this? And Melissa was coming here. She wanted a different mask every day. So then we got to the point where they wanted Halloween masks and fall masks and stuff. So I was thinking, that's a really good idea, is to make some Halloween masks. And so I have been making them and giving them to the girls to wear and giving them to, their little friends to wear, like that's spider webs.
That's so cute. And
they're the girls were very specific. They said, and they've tried several masks. They've tried all sorts of stuff, different styles, different textures, different. Elastic was big with them because I said, what style mask do you like? And they were very specific. They said, this string elastic, which here's my little heap of, it's like a
rolled elastic.
Yeah, it doesn't, like the medical masks are kind of scratchy or behind their ears.
Right.
This is not scratchy. They said, we like that elastic, your quilting fabric, and this design where the nose comes out, like it's peeked out. So I have been making here's little monster ones.
Those are cute. Well, also what I like about those is the elastic. You tie it to what you need it to be for your size face and where your ears and everything, which makes it a little bit more comfortable, I think, for them. Yeah,
Melissa needs a tighter one and Izzy needs a looser one. I got one in 2nd grade and one in 5th grade. And so Izzy's bigger, obviously. And then
I love these. These are so cute.
And I was like, I just take a little step further and make like autumn color, autumn theme ones.
I love this one.
I made the little turkeys. And what I'm doing is I've got a ton cut out. And I'm selling them because people wanted them. And so I'm selling them for $5 a piece. That's fall. Isn't that pretty?
That's really pretty.
$5 a piece or 6 for $25. So, here, let me show you the skulls. The girls are just loving
the skulls.
They're called sugar skulls. And they love these ones. And then I wanted to get some more like masculine skulls. And these two I just got from Joann Fabrics.
Okay.
I also use, this is actually a Moda Solid. I don't remember. I think it's ivory. But that's what I use on the inside.
Nice.
So, and then I kind of screwed up. Cutting because you got to cut mirror-sized images, mirror size. And I was cutting and I got kind of out of control. And I screwed up and so I made these.
Cute.
Okay, so, and I told the girls, I'm like, these are called Two-Face. Like the Two-Face comic book character, or from Batman.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm like, these are Two Faces. And so they thought that was brilliant.
It's all in the marketing, honey.
So I have a few of those like that. And they wear these and yeah. Oh, these ones are going like hotcakes, just the pumpkins.
Yeah.
Teachers are wearing one of these, they can wear those at school. I don't know. I love this one.
That's cute
it's
too.
very fallish.
It looks like that, the purse.
Burberry?
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Burberry, yeah.
So, I've been putting them in, like last night I went to Scouts and I just carry them around and people are like, oh, I want one. And, just carry them around and people buy them. So, and they love them.
That is great. So you're making adult and children sizes.
There's adult and children. And the children, the girls were very specific. I should have said that about the size because, they're like, your size fits my face.
Right.
The other ones are too big.
Well, I am so happy to hear that you're making masks.
I know.
Because I haven't been able to make them. And as I was telling her earlier, I have a lady that's looking for fall and holiday masks. And I told her, I said, I am so sorry. I haven't had time to do that. So I'm going to send her some pictures, tag her in your pictures, and maybe she'll want some. Because I think she bought 5 or 6 masks from me before.
Okay.
And she just loved them. So I think she'd be really happy with those.
Okay. Yeah. So those were the 2 big projects that I've been working on for since you left, since our last show.
Yeah.
It's been kind of all-encompassing.
I'll bet.
Now I'm knitting, too. And
I'm love this
sweater. This is a free pattern from Tin Can Knits, and it's called Harvest.
That is beautiful.
It is free on their website. I'll put a link. I've never made a sweater before. And my Betty said, if you're going to make a sweater for the first time, you should pick Tin Can Knits because all of their patterns are easy to read, and they're easy to follow. She actually picked that one out for me.
Oh, did she?
She
I
said,
love
you should
it.
start with this one. I said, okay.
I love that.
And it is easy. It's very easy.
Steffi. Oh, how pretty. Are you making me one for Christmas?
I've been working on it for 2 years. I just picked it up again. So I'm using this called Glazed Carrot, and it's Malabrigo Rios. So this is for my knitters. It's a worsted weight yarn, and it's orange, of course.
Her favorite color.
My favorite color. And I have the body done, and now I'm on the sleeves.
Oh my gosh, is that cute?
Yes. Thank you. So I love this sweater, and it's so pretty. I can't wait for it to be done.
Well, and it's not real super heavy, but it's gonna be nice and warm.
It will be nice and warm.
Oh my, I love this.
Thank you.
What a beautiful, I love the color. I love the design.
It's very fallish.
Yeah.
Very pumpkin-y, but it's called Glazed Carrot. But it is, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it, and it's very easy to make. And I'm going to Betty's next Friday, and I'm just going to go to town because that's when I think I knit the most is when I go visit her, football is starting. So I noticed last year I did a lot of this during football when I'm sitting down watching television.
Right.
Then I just do it because I can't sit there and not do anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but I love this color.
That is so pretty. I love that.
So maybe next time
It'll be finished.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. Ohio State's going to start up a couple weeks, aren't they?
Yeah.
2 weeks. I think they're going to start playing. And then we're Browns fans.
That's a great sweater for the Browns. And the Browns, did you watch Sunday's game?
Yes!
Whoa!
It was amazing!
I got nervous, though, the last quarter.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, my gosh, no, please, no.
Here's
and then I was like, oh, yes.
They start doing that prevent defense, and I'm like, no! Don't. You just need to keep going full speed.
It was great.
Yeah. Don't do that's when they lose games is in the fourth quarter. I'm sorry, we're talking football.
Yeah. Well, our husbands are both into football. Yeah. I mean, and we are Browns fans, and since Tommy left and went, Tom Brady left and went elsewhere, and I've always been a New England fan because I'm from New England, but kind of have to go where Tommy goes too, because he's New England as far as I'm concerned.
That was another thing I was thinking about that we could talk about.
What's that?
Okay, so when you're quilting,
yes,
do you have an ambient noise?
Usually I am listening to either country music, and I didn't know you were a country music fan. How did I not know that?
I don't know.
Is it
recent?
No, for probably 4 or 5 years now, I've been a country fan.
That's recent.
Oh, that is? Okay.
Because I don't live with you.
Well, that's true.
How would I know?
But it's kind of like, I'm not an old country fan where, they're twangy.
Your mom and dad are.
Yeah, I know they are. But I love the new modern stuff, like you can sing along to it, and it's kind of like a real life, scenarios of stuff. So it tells a little story. So I like that. Ron calls it bubblegum country. He likes the old, Patsy Cline,
old
that kind of
country and western.
And I'm not into the old country western. I like the new.
Okay.
And then I started doing a lot of podcasts for Lester Holt does the mystery ones. They're the murder mysteries and stuff like that. I like those. I like those too. So And I've listened to a couple of the podcasts that you've given me.
Rachel Hollis.
Yeah, I've listened to her. But it kind of depends what I'm doing. If I'm on my Janome and I'm just sewing and I'm doing small things, I'm listening and singing and all that. If I'm on the long arm, I might be listening if it's not too complicated a pattern. But if it's a complicated pattern that I'm doing, then I'm really concentrating and I like it to be quiet. So I kind of go back and forth.
Okay.
How about you?
I do both. I started listening to, because I'm on Audible, and I started listening to Steve Jobs.
Oh, okay.
His book. Oh my gosh. It is incredible. Okay, so first of all, this book is freaking long.
Yeah.
It is so long, but it is so full of information about his life.
Uh-huh.
And I'm probably 3 hours in.
Uh-huh.
I haven't even made it out of his childhood yet. So, but it's interesting. I mean, it's interesting. And I'll listen to Audible quite a bit, I'd say. And then I have a TV in my sewing room, but I can only I'll put on stuff that I've already seen before.
Right.
Because I don't want to get distracted.
Right.
Like, it's just like a background noise. And my go-to movie is Pride and Prejudice.
Okay.
With Keira Knightley. Like, and my husband's always like, how many times have you watched this? And I'm like, probably 1,000. But, it's just, I can hear it. Like, I'm not actually watching it. So, my question for our audience is, what do you listen to or watch?
Yeah.
Are you a podcast person? Are you a Audible listener? Television? Like, what do you listen to? Give us some ideas.
Well, I know one of my new long arm quilting ladies, I told her, I said, go check us out. And I had given her some other different things to listen to and watch. And she was so excited. She started telling me that you are so lucky. And I go, I am. She goes, yeah. She goes, you and your daughter have an interest that you share, and you guys are so good together, and you complement each other. She goes, I love your show. She goes, I've been listening to you as I sew. And I'm like, oh, that is the greatest compliment. Not everybody likes listening to us because they think we're dull and boring, but that's okay.
Yeah.
There are people out there that really enjoy just listening. You don't even have to really be watching us. And I find myself doing that a lot.
Yes, there are a lot of, I got this idea to do this for quilting because there's lots of knitters who do this, podcasting, and their shows are an hour long.
Right.
And I'll put them on too while I'm sewing or sewing. And I'll put it on my headphones and I'll listen to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, on YouTube and listen to what's going on in their lives. And you kind of just become... They're like friends.
Right. Yeah.
You find out what's going on in their lives and what projects they're doing. You find inspiration in them. So
right. And like we've always said, it's more of a sharing of ideas because we get so much from all of you. I mean, we hope that we give you some inspiration, but in return, you give us a lot of inspiration as well. So that's nice for us.
Yeah.
So
it is.
Yeah.
We had a short show.
We did.
We can tell we haven't been doing much.
Yeah, I've both been so very busy.
Yeah.
I will tell you though, again, this is off sewing, but things that we listen to and watch. We finished Poldark.
You did?
Yes. Oh my
Love
gosh.
Poldark.
Yeah. We just finished Poldark. If you're looking for a TV series to watch and you've never watched it, it's really, really good. I put Grammy and Grandpa on it. They watch a whole season, like, every day. I mean, they're staying up till 12, 1 o'clock at night.
Tell them about Downton Abbey.
Oh my gosh. Downton Abbey. We were still watching Downton Abbey, and we'd been watching it for like, I don't know, a month or two. You know, we'd watch 1 or 2 here and there.
While you're camping.
Yeah, while we're camping. Yeah. And we discovered it, so we told them. They had it done in like a week. And there was how many seasons?
Oh my gosh, 6?
6 seasons, and there were so many shows. They had it done before we even finished. I mean, I'm like, stop. No. So they're like, what other series do you have to watch?
Any more BBC shows? Well, there's Poldark, and so they're on that now.
They're on Poldark now, yeah. They're when I talked to them yesterday, they were already on season 2, and we just told them about it on Sunday.
Oh my goodness. Well, here we go. Look at this.
Oh.
I got this book to read it, and it's still sitting on my shelf because technology has come so far that I can do 2 things at once. And if I'm just reading a book, like I gotta do something else. But Poldark is an older story. It was written, I'm looking, originally published in 1945.
Wow.
So did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
I knew that it was based on a series of older books. But it was published in 1945 the first time. So, and BBC, and I love BBC.
I do too. They have really good shows.
They have, oh my gosh, I can't think of it. Betty loves it. Another one about a vicar.
Oh, the vicar in Poldark. Oh, I despise that man. No, he was like, something happened to him.
Oh,
he's so mean.
Think of that show that Betty watches on BBC. Anyway, Grantchester. That's what it is. So Grantchester is another BBC one that I do like it, but it's not as good as Downton Abbey or Poldark, in my opinion. I mean, Betty loves the Grantchester, I think.
So is this just one book for the series, or are there several books?
Of Poldark?
Yeah.
There's several books.
Is this the first book?
This is the first one.
May I borrow it?
Yeah.
Okay, because we're going camping next week. This would be really nice.
Take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll bring it back.
Sure. I'm probably not gonna read it, but because I even got it on Audible.
Oh,
he's good.
He is very good.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I love him.
I love the show.
He's very good looking.
Yes, he is good. Every time he was in the ocean, my husband's like, don't look. But yeah, it was a good show.
Let me tell you, I saw him in an interview, and I'm like, is that? No. Is that is him. He looks totally different in real life. Yeah.
I loved, what's her name? The redhead.
Esmeralda.
No, Demelza. You were saying Esmeralda. Begins with a D. She is beautiful.
She's gorgeous.
Oh, and that flaming red hair she had. Oh, what a beautiful woman. Really, really.
I love her character. Mm-hmm. I love her storyline.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, she's so innocent.
Yeah.
And pure.
So as we digress off of quilting and stuff, but it's if you're looking for something to watch or even to listen to, you'll have to watch because they're all good-looking characters. But I mean, it's really a great show if you're looking for series.
Yeah, I love the BBC series.
Yeah,
and Downton Abbey. Ooh, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
I love Downton Abbey.
I went on to Google to see if Poldark was going to have a 6th season, and they said no, the 5th one was it. So I'm like, oh, darn. But, oh, well.
Well.
Oh, I did want to mention, though, I know that I haven't been doing much sewing, but I was doing quilting things. We were camping up in Geneva.
Yes.
And we went, if you're in the area and you want to do something fun, There are, I think it was 120 barn quilt blocks, all located in the Ashtabula County area. And I was sending them to Stephanie.
Yeah.
And I take it. I'm like, oh, there's one. So we went looking for them, and we found, I think, like 20, 30 of them.
Yeah.
And they're not all on barns. They're called barn quilt blocks, but they were on schools. They were on even some private residences had them. And we just had a blast. I mean, we were looking at doing covered bridges, but even Ron got into, okay, where's the next barn quilt block? And then he's like, oh, there it is right there. So I'd take a picture and send it off to Stephanie. So it was really fun. I mean, if you're looking for something to do and you're in the area, it was a good time. Plus, there's some wineries, too.
Did they have, like, a map of them or
yes.
just a list of addresses?
No, they had a map. It showed where the covered bridges were, where the wineries were, where the barn quilt blocks were. So you could go and look at anything you wanted. And then it gave, like, the address for the barn quilts and for the covered bridges. And then some on the covered bridges, it gave more descriptions, but it told what each barn quilt block was called.
Okay.
So it was really very interesting and really kind of fun for me because this back here is a log cabin quilt. And for the first time, I saw a neat variation of a log cabin quilt. And I've sent it over to you. And it was like,
cool.
Oh, this is neat. I like this one.
Huh.
So it was fun.
Cool.
Just, you know.
I was jealous.
Yeah, she was. She goes, let's do a wine barn quilt block tour. I'm like, okay.
I think that's perfectly reasonable.
I do too. You got to have a beverage and food to keep you going.
And a driver.
Yeah. Ron volunteered to be the driver, so that'd be good. So
cool.
So,
all right. So,
I think that's about
2 weeks would be
Today is the 7th. But it'll be posting on Friday, which is the 9th, which is Grammy and Grandpa's 66th wedding anniversary. So happy anniversary, Mom and Dad.
Happy anniversary, Grammy and Grandpa. So we'll be back on, hopefully,
the 23rd, right?
23rd.
That would be 2 weeks.
All right. Well, we gotta do some stuff.
Yeah. I know. We're trying. We're trying.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
All right, all. Well, thank you so much.
Is it time to get pie?
It is. My stomach's growling.
Okay.
So please subscribe, like us, and share us. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.